And so far, I've heard the following stations, and we'll log them in. KF4TXQ Sam, KA4AMI Eddie, K4BKC Bob, W4AX Mac, KQ4ONO Mark, WB4GWA Dr. Ron. Those are the ones I have so far. So let's take a standby and see if we can get any other additional stations. Any stations wishing to check into the prenet, call now. Okay, we got you in there, Roy. Any other station? All right, we got a good list going. All right, so let's take it all the way up to the top of the list and pick up Sam. KF4TXQ. Sam, give us your comments for the prenet. This is N4OZI.
Okay, Alan, mighty fine. N4OZI in the group. Thank you for picking me up. And I'm going to be kind of sparse today. Today is birthday. So anyway, I'll be drinking for get together for sometime. I think I'll buy some bringing supper out here. I don't know. I just do it up so easy. But anyway, good morning, Alan. Thank you for picking up my heart. And we're just working on same old. And we're just trying to keep things going together. But anyhow, let's see. Who did I hear come in? I heard WB4GWA in there. I'm sure you heard it. But for the signal path, the distance that I am from Concord, I am from the signal path is not real good. So I'm not hearing Dr. Ron as good. Not hearing Eddie Brown as good as I usually do. But anyway, you know how it is. We do the best we can is what we do. We'll smile and burn. But I got a lot to smile about, so does everybody. Things are turning out better, I think. So we'll see. Time will tell, but looks like we got some movers and shakers in there that'll sort of get things going like they ought to be. I sure hope so. Let's see. Back to you there, Alan. N4OZI in Webstock. In the group, this is KF4TXQ. Over.
Okay, Sam. KF4TXQ. N4OZI. We'll say hello. Say happy birthday to Miss Mary from all of us. And if you're not there, we fully understand. And got company coming over and a meal going there. That'd be great. So I'm sure she's having a fantastic birthday. It's good to hear you in there, and we'll try to get you back in there later, but if we don't hear from you, we know higher priorities have called, so no problem. Let's turn it over to Eddie. Eddie, how about your comments for the prenet? KA4AMI, this is N4OZI.
Okay, N4OZI, this is KA4AMI. Well, good evening, Alan. You're coming in great. There's still a little QSB going on the signals here. And Sam, if you're still copying, you came up a lot then. I heard everything you said. And tell Miss Mary, old Eddie said, happy birthday. Hope you have 84 more. And y'all have a good time tonight. And hello, I Diddle Diddle. You're ringing in here pretty good, too. Just checked in, and Ron, of course, he's blowing my doors off, so we're just sitting here enjoying everything. So, see if you can pick up some more folks for it. All right. Alan, glad to hear you. N4OZI, KA4AMI.
Okay, Eddie, KA4AMI. Taking my power here. Yep, this N4OZI. Looking good over here. Everything's purring along. All right, yeah, we will stop here and take some more check-ins before we go down here to Bob. This is the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship Prenet. Any other check-ins for the Prenet? Come now.
Okay, I'll do that. K4CWW, Fayetteville, Georgia.
All right, we've got Perry, K4CWW. Any other check-ins? All right, not at this time. All right, Perry, we got you right after Roy. Let's pick up Bob, K4BKC. Bob, how about your comments for the pre-net? This is N4OZI.
Well, N4OZI and the pre-net, this is K4BKC. Well, good evening, Alan. Sure good to hear you. And I'm glad you heard Mark. I didn't hear him. I'm sure he was just, the propagation's just not right yet for us, but I usually hear him. But hello to everybody. Things are doing well up here. And Mac, thanks for the information on the contactors. You never know when I may need one. But I'll look that up. And I did look up the 20B on eBay, and it's in Kent, Washington, so over on the West Coast. So that's kind of out of my reach. And you're right, it doesn't have any iron. So it'd be a nice cabinet for somebody if they needed that. So anyway, back to you, Alan. Thanks for running the pre-net. Look forward to hearing the report on Lawrenceville. N4OZI, K4BKC.
Okay, Bob. K4BKC, this is N4OZI. Well, Lawrenceville went real well, and there are pictures on my QRZ page. That particular photo album of the pictures of Lawrenceville seems to have gotten more visitors than Huntsville. Now, that was pretty hard to do because Huntsville was pretty well visited, that photo album, and it seems like Lawrenceville just slightly exceeded it for some reason. So that was good. But it was a good Hamfest. Started out a little foggy, but the wind was calm. The temperature was good. I think it's around 60, but foggy. But that quickly burned off as the morning progressed and got sunny and warm. But it was really well-attended Hamfest. Had a real good time with it. Let's pick up Mac, and then after that we'll take another standby for check-ins. W4AX, how about your comments for the pre-net? This is N4OZI.
All right, thanks, Alan. N4OZI, W4AX. Hello to everyone who's joined. And thank you for running the pre-net, Alan. You and Stan and all the other net controls always do a great job. Boy, there was that R389 at the Hamfest that was serial number 1 that somebody got. For family reasons, I couldn't make it to that Hamfest this year, but I've always coveted an R389. That's a very low-frequency version of the R390. And let's see, Eddie, good evening to you, and thanks for joining the 7290 AM Net on Saturday morning. I'll talk about that during the actual net. Dr. Ron, thanks for the pictures. That's gonna be a fine amplifier, and I'm sure it's going to come right up for you tomorrow. Well, Bob, this guy with the 20V2 said he would ship it, but I just want to make sure that you and others know, I've shipped stuff several times. You can contact a moving company, probably cost you about, I don't know what it would cost now, but you contact a moving company and they'll go out and pick it up and put it on a truck that's headed this way, and you'll get it in a week or two. Or if the person is willing to do it on the shipping end, I've shipped some pretty heavy radios and transmitters through Fastenal, the company that sells the nuts and bolts and things. You put it on a pallet, and they give you a quote to ship it, and they'll ship it to the nearest Fastenal store at the destination. You just go pick it up, put it in the back of your truck, and come on home. Anyway, thanks again, Alan. N4OZI, W4AX.
Okay, Mac. W4AX and the pre-net's N4OZI. Well, that's good to know. And I know there are some companies that do that kind of stuff. That's interesting. All right, let's see. Let's pick up Mark, and then after that we'll take a standby for check-ins. KQ4, Mark, how about your comments for the pre-net? This is N4OZI.
N4OZI and KQ4ONO. And I hope I'm coming in strong enough and doing all I can with the whole Baton Bay. But had a great day here today. I got my garden plowed up. Been waiting on a project to cure. I shot a finish on speaker enclosure that I built and waiting on that to cure, and I'm ready to put that together now. But glad that the Hamfest in Lawrenceville was a good one and had good weather. Heard great things about it, and that's good. I'd like to be able to get down there. That'd be a little bit of a long trip for me, but it'd be nice sometime. Well, it's good to be in here tonight. Glad to pick me up. I know I'm a little bit hard to hear. I've got a light copy on Sam, but everybody else is coming in really well. So I'll pass it back to you, Alan. N4OZI is KQ4ONO.
Okay, Mark. KQ4ONO, N4OZI. Well, you're 20 over here in Woodstock, so I had no problem hearing you the first time, and I knew when I heard your call that I remember you from the Over the Hill gang in the mornings on this frequency. So that call sounded familiar, and I'm like, I know that call somewhere. And so it's good to hear you. But yeah, you're 20 over, so it's sounding real good. Let's take a standby, see if we have any other check-ins for the SAMRC Swapping Fellowship Pre-Net. This is N4OZI, Allen in Woodstock, and we'll take a standby now. Any other check-ins? Come now.
W4KR. KK4GZQ.
All right, I got quite a handful there. Got Stan, W4KR, and then I got Kevin, KK4GZQ, and I think the last one was Tom, W9TAB. Did I get that last one right? Maybe I didn't. Who was the one that ended in Alpha Bravo?
Roger, Whiskey 9 Tango Alpha Bravo.
Okay, yeah, it was Tom. W9TAB. So much coming at me there that the overflow buffer was overflowing. But I got you in there, Tom. Any other check-ins? Any relays on check-ins? I guess not. I can see a carrier, but I just can't pull it through. Very faint. All right, let's pick up Dr. Ron, WB4GWA. Ron, how about your comments for the pre-net? This is N4OZI.
Okay, Alan. N4OZI in the group assembling from WB4GWA in Concord. Good evening, everybody. It's certainly good to hear you stations that are checking in, and we're copying everybody pretty well so far. Been working on my little homebrew tabletop amp, and I've smoke tested it a little bit today and going to do some more tomorrow. I briefly put high voltage on everything with the Variac, and everything came up like it should, and I got my filament voltage adjusted to 5.94, I think it is. So that's pretty good for a 6-volt filament on that 4-65. So I got that done, and I'm going to test everything out real good tomorrow with my grid meter and all that kind of stuff, and make sure I've got the right combinations of plate taps and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, always have some stray capacitors to deal with, so I imagine I'll be juggling some values and testing and trying tomorrow, and see if I can get it to work like it should. But anyway, that's what I've been doing, just working on my junk box amplifier. And otherwise, it's been a really good day here today, and got a few things accomplished, and Missed my nap this afternoon, but that's the way it is, I guess, sometimes. Happy birthday, Sam. Tell your sweet wife we said happy birthday, 88's to her, and we hope she has many more. Love and kisses, that's what 88 means. Anyway, sure good to hear everybody tonight. We'll look forward to the net. Appreciate all you guys and what you do to keep it going, for sure. N4OZI, WB4GWA.
All right, Dr. Ron, WB4GWA with a booming signal. Us N4OZI, and yeah, good luck on those projects there. And if you ever need any parts, I might have them. I have a bunch of parts for pretty wild stuff. You'd be surprised what I was looking through some of that stuff back there, and there's quite a bit. I was like, man. So anyway, we'll continue on down to Roy, W4IDD. Roy, how about your comments for the pre-net? This is N4OZI.
Appreciate you picking me up. This is W4IDD in Pensacola. Signal group put us on. I believe winter time is upon us. Maybe we've got some good conditions coming up. Hope so anyway. Everybody's saying it will bring it, not us. Well, let's see. I ain't got anything, Alan. Just wanted to get on the list and be a part of the program. Smoking the tap and drinking black coffee and my cup's dry. I'm going to have to go refill it. And we'll be around to the net. Good to hear Stan and everybody else. So we'll be looking forward to checking in on the net here in a little bit. 7-3 on around. Back to you, Alan. Appreciate you picking us up. W4I diddle diddle.
All right, very good, Roy. Got a great signal coming in up here. W4IDD, this N4OZI. So we got you on the list. Let's take a standby, see if we have any other check-ins. Any other check-ins for the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship Pre-Net? Come now.
Good evening, W4UOC.
Okay, I got John, K4VZS, but somebody doubled with him. Who was the other station?
Whiskey 4, Uniform Oscar Charlie.
Oh, Tom. Okay, we got you in there, Tom, and we got John. Any other check-in?
3 Foxtrot 0 Delta.
Okay, I got somebody down on 3880 that might be checking in. Maybe if you can bring it on up here to 3885, we might be able to pull you through. Let me go and pick up Perry for his comments. K4CWW. Perry, how about your comments for the pre-net? N4OZI.
Okay, thanks, Alan. N4ZI, K4CWW. Well, we got back into Fayetteville late Sunday because Saturday was a super long day for me. I had a trifecta of places I've been that were playing football. I don't know, maybe not many people on the net are football fans, but I had to watch Georgia Tech, see if they were a doormat or not. I'm a Georgia Tech grad, and it was good to see them knock off number 3. Well, we lived 6 years in Oxford, Mississippi, and Ole Miss did a number on number 4. And then Alabama looked pretty solid. You get a quarterback who can get 4 running touchdowns in one game. So I had such a long day of football on Saturday. I couldn't get moving on Sunday morning, but we finally did get moving and get over here to Fayetteville. So good evening to everybody. You're going to lose, so I guess I better zip my lip right there. Thanks for letting me in. N4OZI, K4CWW.
All right, very good, Perry. A strong signal coming in over here, and it was quite a day Saturday for football, that's for sure. Let's see if we can pick up Stan, W4KR. How about your comments for the pre-net, Stan? This is N4OZI.
Okay, Alan, good afternoon. N4OZI, this is W4KR in suburban Walhalla, South Carolina. good to hear everybody. All the signals are real good tonight. Band conditions look like they're pretty good, so we should have a pretty good net. Roy, you were banging in up here from Pensacola, and Tom, good to hear you. Good to hear you check in. It's don't hear you very often. I wonder how your bride is. Anyway, let's see here. Mac, there is a Mayflower moving operation based in Montana, and I forget exactly which town it is. Specializes in handling big electronic cabinets, and I had my first 20V3 shipped from Salt Lake City to Fort Lauderdale, and if memory serves, it was something like $200 or something like that. And it was I was expecting almost another zero, but they were real good about it and got it here in one piece, and it only took them 7-8 days, something like that. So that was pretty good. Anyway, that's it for now, Alan. Carry on, and let's see, 12:14. You'll be getting close to the 20 mark here pretty soon. And for OZI, this is W4KR.
All right, Stan. W4KR, and for OZI and the pre-net, and some of those freighting companies will do some moving for you. Pays to have connections. Let's pick up Kevin, KK4GZQ. Kevin, how about your comments for the pre-net? N4OZI.
Okay, Alan, thanks for picking me up. N4OZI with the SAMRC pre-net, KK4GZQ. And boy, Alan, good job with the pre-net, and everybody who has checked in so far has got a good signal into Kentucky, each and every one of you. We've got about 50 degrees here tonight. We're heading down to about 38. It's going to get kind of cool. Other than that, getting ready for the University of Kentucky versus Duke men's basketball game tonight. Looking forward to that with my family. And running a 7300 up here tonight that I haven't used in the year that I've owned it. And I've got it lashed up with a pair of 800s, a Commander 2500 amp out to the loop. Alan, again, great job. Good evening to all you guys. Great to hear each and every one of you. And back to net control. N4OZI, KK4GZQ.
All right, very good, Kevin. KK4GZQ is N4OZI. 7300 sounds good. And it runs as the backup rig here. And I pair it up with my SDR. It works out real well. Let's head down to Pensacola and pick up a couple stations. First, we'll pick up Tom, W9TAB. Tom, how about your comments for the pre-net? It's N4OZI.
N4OZI, W9TAB. Thanks, Alan, for running the pre-net. You're sounding good. Conditions are getting a little bit better, thank goodness. It's been a little bit wet day here, a lot of rain. Visited a couple of ham buddies, and we all had lunch together. Sat down, shot the breeze for a little bit, then visited another fella. This was ham buddy visit day, so we had a lot of fun. And did a little bit of work down in the ham shack, and that's about it. Anyway, won't take up too much time, but I appreciate you again, Alan. Thanks again for all the pre-net.
All right, very good, Tom. Sounding good. This is N4OZI and the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship pre-net. Let's pick up John, K4VZS. John, how about your comments for the pre-net? This is N4OZI.
N4OZI, K4VZS. I'm operating remote tonight. I'm 4 or 5 feet away from where I normally operate, but I'm on the Maestro. I'm checking it out, make sure everything's good. I'm going to head out there for a few days, and I thought I'd take it with me. So if you can hear me, I guess I'm doing all right. I was well down here, get a few things done, a few projects out of the way, so can't complain. N4OZI, K4VZS.
Okay, John. K4VZS and N4OZI. Well, Maestro works out real well. I never had one, but I've been tempted to try one out, that's for sure. Let's go to my neighbor to the north of me, Tom, W4 USA. Tom, how about your comments for the pre-net? This is N4OZI.
Alan, W4 UOC, Arrowhead, near Waleska, Georgia. I haven't been very good about checking into this net, but I'm glad I did this evening. For the other station using the 7300, I'm doing the same thing. I had a little trouble with my flex. I got a hum on it. I'm using a 30L1. I hope I've got enough signal coming that way. And I'll look for some of you guys tomorrow on 3725. Back to you, Alan, W4UOC.
Very good, Tom, W4UOC on the pre-net, N4OZI. Well, you sounded real good, and the 30L1's working out well with the 7300. All right, we've reached the bottom of our list. Let's take a standby and see if we have any other stations that want to check into the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship pre-net. Any other stations wanting to check in? Come now.
KW4 Foxtrot Zulu Delta.
K5HFG.
Okay, I got manual KW4TV, and I've got Don K5HFG. Is there any others?
WA4II.
Kilowatt November 4 Mexico Echo.
Bravo 4 Kilo Juliet.
All right, got quite a handful there. W4III. Got you in there, WA4III. Let me get this written down correct, or else I won't get it. I got you in there, Greg. Dr. John KN4ME. And let's see. I have Greg, WB4KKJ. Any other check-ins?
Kilo 3 Foxtrot Zulu Delta.
All right, Kilo 3 Foxtrot Zulu Delta. Larry, got you in there. I thought you were in there, Larry. I just couldn't. There was so much coming at me. So, let's see. Let's pick up Manuel, KW4TV. Manuel, how about your comments for the pre-net? It's N4OZI.
N4OZI, KW4TV. Alan, thank you for doing the pre-net. It's coming in good in the panhandle. Sounding good. I'm still tired from last night from the Internet. We had over 35 check-ins. It was good. We did enjoy it. It was good conditions and had a lot of fun. Maybe we'll have another good net tonight. With that, Alan, I'll turn it back to you. Thank you again for doing what you do. KW4TV.
Okay, Manuel. KW4TV. This is N4OZI. Yeah, it sounds this time of night's working out real good, especially since this net is sticking to GMT. There's not a sudden shift in propagation from one week to the other, and I like it. Let's see if we can pick up another one here. Let's pick up Don, K5HFG. Don, how about your comments for the pre-net? It's N4OZI.
N4OZI, this is K5HFG. Good evening, Alan. Thanks for doing the pre-net. Signals are a little light here yet, but it's just now getting to be sunset, so I imagine it's going to pick up. I'm hearing to my northeast pretty well, Dr. John and Greg, but there's still a lot of QSB here in and out, but it'll get better. N4OZI, thanks for picking me up. This is K5HFG.
Okay, Don, K5HFG in the pre-net, N4OZI. Well, you're coming in about 10 over here into Woodstock, so sounding real good. And yeah, you're right, there is quite a bit of QSB tonight. I've noticed that, but the signals don't completely fade out, so we're still picking up pretty good. All right, we're near the top of the hour. Let me turn it over to Stan. He can pick it up. Appreciate everybody's help on the pre-net. W4KR to take it. This is N4OZI.
All right, Alan, thank you. N4OZI. This is W4KR. net control for tonight. I want to welcome everybody here and our friends up in the Northeast. Appreciate you're welcome to join us, but if you choose just to listen, that's certainly all right too. The Southeastern AM Radio Club net is a controlled net. I appreciate if you'd run any transmissions through the net control, and we'll keep some semblance of order. I'll stand by about every 15 minutes for late arrivers. We have 20 folks on the list so far, and I think when we got down there to that last batch, Alan, I had Larry a little bit ahead of Greg, but okay, whichever. Might remind folks about our website, w4ami.org, which is just full of all kind of good stuff. It's handled by our trustee, Dr. Ron, WB4GWA, who does a magnificent job with it. With that, we'll get the show on the road for the evening. From here on out, net control will be known as W4AMI, the call sign for the Southeastern AM Radio Club. First station on the list is our club president, Bob, K4BKC. This is W4AMI. Go ahead, Bob, and good evening to you.
W4AMI, K4BKC. Well, good evening to you, Stan. You're sounding terrific from Walhalla, South Carolina. Everybody's sounding good. I'm copying everybody just fine. What a nice group. Welcome everyone to the Tuesday night Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net. We appreciate you all checking in. Want to continue to ask for your thoughts and prayers for W4OLJ's wife Wilma and Dr. Ron's wife WB4GWA and Manuel KW4TV and his family. And want to wish Miss Mary, Sam's wife, KF4TXQ's wife, Miss Mary, a happy birthday. Good to hear that. And wanted to thank Alan, the prenet control, for the nice pictures on his QRZ website of the Lawrenceville Hamfest. Looks like a great event. Also want to welcome Tim Brown, AL0F, from Opp, Alabama, our newest member, number 301. With that, I'll turn it back to you, Alan. Stan. And thank you and Alan for running the pre-net and the net. W4AMI, K4BKC. Thanks, Stan.
Sure enough, Bob. Thank you. Bob, want to repeat if you would. What's the call? The call of our new member, please.
Alpha Lima 0 Foxtrot, AL0F.
Okay, got it. AL0F. Good. It's number 301. Glad to hear it. We'll have to wait for him to appear here. I'm sure be looking for him. Okay, next on the list is, by the way, it's 65 degrees here. We're about 4 miles northwest of Walhalla. It's about 65 degrees outside, and the weather is clear. It looks like we're going to get some rain a little bit later in the week. Number 2 on the list is our trustee, WB4GWA. Dr. Ron, how are you tonight? Go ahead.
Well, I'm doing well, Stan. W4AMI from WB4GWA in Concord. Good evening, everybody. And good evening to Tom, W4UOC. Long time no hear, Tom. Sure is good to hear you tonight. And John VZS, you were blasting in here. Man alive.
I don't know what kind of rig you're on, a Maestro? I don't think I'm familiar with that, but boy, you about blew my doors off here. But everybody's sounding good, and Dr. John, good to hear you, and Greg, and just everybody checking in tonight. It's going to be a good net, and appreciate you, Stan, and certainly Alan, and for those that I appreciate all of the work you guys do to help make this a success each and every week, and Sam and Kevin. That's what it takes, and we've been doing it a long time, so that's really good. Not much else going on here, just working on my projects and trying to just enjoy life, you might say. So back to you, Stan, W4AMI from WB4GWA in Concord.
Okay, Dr. Ron, thank you. Okay, next up is our treasurer, Eddie, KA4AMI. And Eddie, I'm going to ask you to help me with something here. When you're finished, Eddie, if you'd be kind enough. Nope, never mind. Don't have to do that. Check that. I was going to say quick run upstairs, but I'm not going to have to do that. So let's see here. Eddie, to you, K4AMI, W4AMI, and the Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net. Go ahead, Eddie. Good to hear you.
Okay, W4AMI. This is K4AMI. Well, Stan, anytime I can help you out, I'm born to serve. But, well, I'm glad you got it straightened out, whatever it was. Good evening, Stan and Alan. Thank you, guys. Thank you very, very much for what all you do and keeping this together, helping us keep together along with, Sam and Kevin. It just makes the thing work. So, and thank you for everybody that's checked in. And if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be here. So we all just have a great group, and I really enjoy being here each week. It's 68 degrees here, Stan, and it's been a beautiful day, and we've really enjoyed it. John VZS, that rig is just booming in here. Kudos for what Dr. Ron said there. I've never seen one, but I've heard one now, and it's a beast. I haven't heard you that strong in a long time. Anyway, we're just sitting around enjoying the fall-like conditions here, and the fall-like band conditions have been wonderful all week long on just about every band. I hadn't been on 10 meters. I swept through it the other day. There was a little bit of activity, but 15 and 20 and 40 have just been wide open. And speaking of 40, if you can get on there with Mac and the gang on Saturday morning, he'll give you the details. I made it last week. Sometimes Saturday morning just doesn't work for me. I have other commitments and XYL commitments. So I don't always get on there, but when I do, it's great. The conditions were really good, and I was hearing Kevin down in Lakeland really well. And normally I don't hear people too well very often south of I-10. So that's that. And welcome from here to Tim Brown, AL0 Foxtrot, and he is number 301. And Tim, if you're listening, your certificate is on the way. So you should be able to get it by probably Thursday or Friday. That's about it. We're on the Gates BC1G tonight, listening on the 7584, and just enjoying ourselves to death here. Back to you, Stan, and good to hear you. You're booming in here also. W4AMI, this is KA4AMI, 73 off.
Okay, thank you, Eddie Brown. Thank you. Good to hear you tonight. That double thing I almost did there. The chairman and producer had not come down yet, and I was going to take a quick run upstairs and see what was going on up there. But by the time you were getting ready to stand by, she came through the door down here. So anyway, she's here. Let's see here. By the way, today is Mary's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Mary.
Happy birthday, Mary. Says the boss lady. KF4 TXQ, W4AMI. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Stan. Thank you very much for birthday wish, Miss Jones. Miss Mary appreciates that. I'll relay it to her. Back there in the kitchen, waiting things to happen. My daughter hasn't gotten here yet, so we'll just rock along to the best we can. I may be hitting this thing a little hard. Let me see here. I like to smooth it out just a little bit. That's looking a little better. This is KF4 TXQ, Daysville, Alabama. And, it's a good night for AM. And, of course, any night's a good night for AM, but conditions aren't always as good as they are tonight. So anyway, how sweet it is. But anyhow, hope everybody's doing all right and enjoying this beautiful fall weather we're having. And we're just rocking along, just glad to be here doing what we're doing. I don't really have any earth-shaking news. You know how it is. But anyway, we're just rocking along and happy to be where we are and doing what we're doing. W4AMI in the net. This is KF4 TXQ, and thanks a lot for picking me up. Stan's doing a great job. Everybody have a good rest of the week and weekend, and diddly-da-dee-da. Over.
Okay, Sam. Thank you. Enjoy dinner. Miss Jones says hello again. Okay, next up is our pre-net guy. Pre-net Dude Supreme. N4OZI, your transmission. Alan, thanks for the job tonight. W4AMI.
Okay, Stan, W4AMI in the net. This is N4OZI. And, yeah, thanks for all the comments on the pictures of Lawrenceville. Like I said, that page got a lot of traffic on it. A lot of people like to check those Hamfest pictures, and I enjoy taking them. The thing is, though, you got to get in there early, and you got to try to get as much as you can, and get a fairly good view so people can see what's on the tables and stuff. It's kind of nice. They can sit back and kind of relive it from a distance. And let's see, came back with a hybrid Kingwood rig from the 70s, TS520S for $75. Really works real well. Got a pair of 6146s in the final and a 12BY7, and that's it. The rest of it's on stage. It's a hybrid rig. Never operated a hybrid rig before, so it's that's different. That is different. So it was kind of interesting, but the price was real cheap, and it came out, cleaned up beautifully, and it works fantastic. So I feel like I got a great deal. Bought some tubes there. A guy had some 6146s, good price, so I bought all of them, and that was good. For Hamfest, we're done for around here, at least for 2024. We pick back up with Orlando on February 7th through the 9th, and then Dalton will be February 22nd. Birmingham has moved a little bit. It has now moved closer to February 28th and March 1st. Last year it was a little later in March. Charlotte is March 7th and 8th. Fort Walton Beach, Florida is March 8th and 9th. Tullahoma is March 8th. Sareerville, Tennessee is March 15th. And Raleigh takes you all the way out to April 5th. Of course, the big Dalton Hamvention is May 16th through the 18th. So that's what's going on the Hamfest calendar. And, of course, Atlanta is listed for June 7th. Here in Atlanta, and it wasn't too bad. It was a fairly decent Hamfest, so it'd be worth checking out. That's all we got here, so I'll turn it back to you, Stan, and I appreciate you calling it. Appreciate everybody's help in calling the pre-net. W4AMI, N4OZI.
Okay, Alan. Thank you. N4OZI, this is W4AMI, and a Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net. We're going to take a standby to see if we have any latecomers. Come on in right now, guys.
WA4KM.
Whiskey 4, Whiskey Foxtrot Lima. W7IUC.
Okay, we added WA4KM. Good evening, Kevin. Good to hear you. W4WFL and W7IUC. Anybody else? Okay. That's it for now. We'll do another one around 7:30 Eastern. Next up is number 6 on the list, Mac, W4AX, W4AMI. Go ahead, Mac. How you doing?
Hey, thanks, Dan, and good evening to you and everyone else on the net. Copying everybody just fine. Conditions are really good here. Most of the signals all the signals are S9, and some of them are plus 30, so everybody's doing real good. Stan, thanks for the tip on Mayflower. It's always good to know how you can move heavy metal. And let's see, around here, I mentioned on the pre-net, my 20V3 got a little ill. I think it's a bad contactor, so Amazon will deliver one tomorrow. Thank goodness for Amazon. You get so spoiled about ordering, and something's there the next day. It's just incredible. My URC-94, which is a Navy transceiver, weighs about 100 pounds and nearly broke my back moving it. Was ill. I had it on the workbench, and it's back on the operating table and working fine. I used it this morning. I tell you guys, I don't know. I know we all still are in pretty good shape, but I got out with a chainsaw and cut up a bunch of big trees into small pieces I could carry to burn and cut them down. And I tell you, if you don't do that every day, you sure do feel it the next day. That's hard work. Let's see. I'll be running the Mullet Net tomorrow night at, let's see, at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And so all of you that can join the Mullet Net, please do so. And we do a little informal roundtable for about an hour on Saturday morning at 7 Central, 8 Eastern on 7290 AM, 7290 AM, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Come by and say hello. We try to keep transmission short and get around 2 or 3 times in an hour. I think we had about 11 people last Saturday. Thanks again for running the net, Stan. W4AMI, W4AX.
Okay, Mac. Mac, give us a repeat on the Mullet Net.
Yeah, Mullet Net's, I've said tomorrow night. I'm sorry, I've lost track of days. It's Thursday night at 6 Central, 7 Eastern on this frequency. I'll be the net control, so come by and say hello over.
Okay. Yep. That's what I was looking for. Right. Thank you, Mac. We got you. Okay. Next on the list is Mark, KQ0OHO or KQ4OHO. How are you tonight? W4AMI.
W4AMI, KQ4. Appreciate you picking me up tonight. Good to sit here listening to fine signals. You fellas got some nice winds, 7,300. That's all I've got here tonight. Appreciate you letting me in tonight. Listen to you for a little while. So when I say 73, and back to you. W4AMI, KQ4,
Okay. Mark, good to have you with us tonight. Thank you for checking in. Next station is we're going down to Pensacola. Roy, W4IDD, your transmission, my friend. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Stan. Good evening to you and all the net. This is W4I Little Roy in Pensacola. And man, as Miss Benny Pearl used to say on the Grand Ole Opry, howdy, I'm just so proud to be here. And I am proud to be here this evening. My wish tonight is to wish Miss Mary a happy birthday. And, you know, after you reach 80, it's young. You're so many years young. So there you go. Happy birthday, Miss Mary. Many, many years. Thanks, Dan, for the net. I'm just proud to be here, proud to be alive and enjoying ham radio. And, you know, all of its attributes. I'm running Miss Mary Lou this evening, a little Dixie 60, as Sam says. I named her Mary Lou after Ricky Nelson's hit song, Hello, Mary Lou. So there you go. And I'm running an NC303 receiver and a pair of 13s in a B&W amplifier. And I've got a dream here on AM is for the band conditions to be so good that somebody tells me, man, you're booming in here. I just tickle me to death. Something good to everybody. I'm enjoying myself, y'all. Just having a good time. W4I Little Bitter. Great job, Stan. Thank you for picking me up. Catch you next time. Back to you from W4I Little Bitter.
Okay, Roy. Thank you, sir. W4IDD, W4AMI, and the Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net. Notice we got a couple of other QSOs on the frequency right now. One up in one up in 3 land and one way out in 5 land. So, the band's getting along. But the next guy is going to take care of that for us. K4CWW. Barry, come on in here with that rockin' signal. W4AMI.
Well, thank you for that, K4CWW. I don't know if I'm rocking or not. Running a Ranger 2, 30L1, about 125, 135 watts out. And I am using one of those marvelous half-wave in-fed antennas. And that thing has been really surprising for me. I'm in Fayetteville, Georgia tonight. And I'm pleased to hear I won't get too long-winded, but I haven't heard Tom W4UOC in a long time. I don't know if Tom remembers me or not. I don't know what happened to Elda J along the way, but I see by QRZ that you've been on the move, Tom. I'm glad you're still hanging your hat around here. And W7IUC, I haven't heard him in a long time either, so it's pleasing to hear the guys still kicking around. And I miss so many nets. I wonder sometimes if people remember me very well, but thank you guys for hanging on to a sliver of a memory of me and keeping me in the loop. And I'll let you continue on down the line with that. W4EMI, K4CWW.
All right, Perry. All right. Tom is on from LJ every once in a while, but I think he's going to tell you about his new QTH, the new home base, so to speak. Anyway, let's see. KK4GZQ. Good evening, Kevin. How you doing? And this is W4AMI.
W4AMI. With the SAMRC Fellowship and Swap Net. Good evening to one and all. And boy, I've heard everybody who's checked into the net here tonight. Stan, you got a great group. It's good to be back on, and I hope to be on some of the other nets that you have been talking about, with the one on Saturday and one on Thursday. So we'll look forward to that. Stan, you got a great signal in here tonight. Just running the 7300 here with a Commander amp and the loop here, and you're about 35 over. Back to you, Stan, and happy birthday to Sam's wife. I believe Mary had a birthday. Back to you, Stan. W4AMI, KK4GZQ.
Yeah, okay, Kevin, you're about the same thing. You're pushing 30 over here. This is the old what I'm on tonight's the old rig that I used to use on here quite a bit. The Apache Labs SDR transceiver and the ACOM 2000, but I'm given the 20V3 arrest, and the standby job here tonight is the 7300. A lot of those on the frequency tonight, and the Thunderbolt. So let's see here. Next on the list, now Tom, W9TAB. How are you tonight, sir? W4AMI.
W4AMI, W9TAB. Good evening, Sam. Sounding good down here. Very good. Conditions are moving around a little bit, but I'm pretty much happy everybody. Thanks for running the book. Doing a good job in the office. It was a pretty good day down here. I did a little bit of work. The L7 finished up and ready to go. Put the 10-meter mod in it. Put in a bias board and a few other little things. Getting ready to put in some meter plates. Grid meter protection. Actually meters work during the sulking. Just get them in the way of the forward bias pulse diode, so it won't upset the thing. Other than that, I'm done with it. And work on the power side, maybe the LC circuit later on. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, that's about all I got, and everybody sounded good. Thanks again, Alan. I appreciate you. W4AMI, W9TAB.
Okay, W9TAB. Thank you, sir. Next up is right back Pensacola way. John, K4VZS. You might turn the audio, the mic gain down just a hair, John. K4VZS, W4AMI.
W4AMI, K4VZS. Yeah. I'm turning down anyway. I guess I hit the map over there or something, but anyway, it's cool good morning right now. And that's around the flex, the actual system. Most of the flex. Last one. Go anywhere and hit the internet, I can operate the flex. Trying to do that. I'll be on the road for a few days. I'm trying to take a little vacation. Other than that, everything is about normal. And we'll see what happens anyway. Appreciate you taking the next tonight, Sam, and for the free net. Hello, Tom. I've seen your talk for a number of years. Very good to hear the decided never happened birthday. I think I've covered most of it. But back to you, Stan.
Okay, John. That's a little bit better. Good job. Thanks for calling in. Let's see here. Now, next up is W4UOC. Tom, how are you tonight? Pleasure to hear you tonight, sir. W4UOC, W4AMI and the net. W4UOC. Okay, looks like Tom got called away for a bit. We'll come back to him later on. Manual, KW4, KW4 TV, your transmission manual. Go ahead.
Okay, Stan. KW4 TV, W4AMI. Thank you for picking me up. You're doing great down this way as always. Just happy to be here. We've had a light rain all day, and we really did need the rain. Just happy to get it. And John, you have a safe vacation there, buddy. I hope you really do enjoy it. If we're on your route, be sure to stop by and see us. We always enjoy you coming by to see us. And I certainly want to wish Miss Mary a happy birthday, and hope she's doing well. Her and the old man there. My War Eagle buddy. But with all of that, we'll turn it back over to you and let you go on with the net. But always a pleasure to be able to check in. W4AMI, KW4.
Okay, Manuel, KW4TV, this is W4AMI. Well, we got to keep an eye on, Mary's got to stay healthy because she got to, Sam needs a lot of close supervision, so she needs to stay up there and stay with it and keep him under control. Anyway, sounds like they're doing okay over there these days, and I'm certainly glad to hear it. Next up is Larry, K3FZD, your transmission. Larry, how are you tonight?
W4AMI, K3FZD, very good. Well, a lot of stations seem to be all out in this frequency, and some of the stations I'm not hearing as well as you seem to be, so I hope everybody hears me. I don't have a whole lot otherwise to say. We went out and played a concert in a retirement home today, so that kept us busy, and I hope the signal's getting out. So W4AMI, K3FZD.
Yep. Solid copy, Larry. Yeah, we do have an agreement with the guys up north that they'll give us an opportunity to run the net here on a couple of nights a week, and I don't know what's going on up there tonight, but I know they're hearing us. They have to be. But anyway, we'll sort that out over time. Next station up is Don over Tick Ridgeway. And Don, when you came in, you called in before. You were 10 over 9. Let's see how the band's doing now. K5 HFG. This is W4AMI.
Okay, Stan, there it is. This is K5 HFG. It's still about the same copy here. I have Q5 copies, and then it's page down to Q3. But I can still hear everybody. Just have to listen a little bit harder. Not much to report from Tick Ridge. The news coming. It's supposed to start here tonight. So maybe by tomorrow afternoon or evening you'll be getting it, depending on which way it's headed. I haven't checked the radar lately. But anyway, thanks for picking me up, Stan. You're sounding good. And say good evening to everybody else on the net. It's been a good time. Do it again next week. W4AMI, K5HFG.
Okay, Don. Solid copy. You're up a little bit. You're between 15 and 20 over now. Next station after the standby. After the standby will be WA4III, but this is the Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net here on Tuesday evening. Let's take a standby for any late arrivers. W4AMI listening.
Alpha Lima 0, Foxtrot.
November Echo. Going on right now. 2 days.
Okay. Picked up Tim. Welcome, Tim. AL0E. And who was the November station? Come again, please.
November Echo 5 Tango Echo.
Okay. I still need the second letter of the prefix. November what? 5.
November Echo 5 Tango Echo.
Okay, we'll pick it up. We'll pick out. You'll be up for transmission in about 15 minutes, and we'll get it sorted out by then. Okay, next up is Greg, WA4III. Your transmission, Greg. Go ahead.
W4AMI. This is WA4III. Well, I just got back in time. I had to take a break and bring in some groceries. The wife in a grocery shop. I'm glad she did too. I hate grocery shopping. Got a good bit of QRM, but still picking everybody up real good, seems like. Been a nice day today. I don't have a lot to say. Hadn't accomplished very much, but anyway, thanks for picking me up. W4AMI. This is W4AMI.
Okay, thank you, Greg. You're between 25 and 30 over. So great copy tonight, and thanks for checking in. Next station on the list is Dr. John. KM4 Mike Echo. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Great net tonight. Great conditions. Enjoying it totally. It's what AM is all about for me. Great to hear some friends that I have not heard from much lately. Kevin has been on, I think, now for a couple of nets, and that's KK4GZQ. And Tom, W4UOC, we go way back, and it's great to hear you on the W4AMI net tonight. I wanted to say also to Don, K5HFG, we have a pipeline, and we always do well, and I enjoy talking to you also, my friend. I guess of note here today, we had a great day in the shack. It's the first day I've been able to get out and spend some time. We got the Swan 700CX transmitting and receiving beautifully again. And that rig belonged to Hoisey, W4, I just blanked out, CJL, W4CJL. Those of you that have been around a while realize that he helped rescue AM back in the 70s when it was dying out. He was a fellow North Alabama Florentine neighbor. I knew him pretty well, actually. And anyone who wants to comment on that or follow up with me, I'm available texting or whatever. But that was his Swan 700CX. We got it percolating again today. This is an old buzzard, and I apologize, but a great net. Stan, Alan, both of you done a really good job here tonight. W4AMI, KN4 Mike Echo.
Okay, Dr. John, boy, you're bringing back old memories. Dr. John, thank you. Yep, that was a familiar call. Glad the rig has resurfaced. Let's see here. What am I going to do next? I'm going to call Greg. Greg. There we go. KB4KKJ. I thought I heard that right. I thought I had it written right. Took a while to get it out, though. Your transmission, sir. W4AMI.
Good evening, Stan. W4AMI. Thanks for running the net tonight there, Stan. Super job. And looks like we got a lot of check-ins tonight, so that's great. Conditions are pretty good down here in Pace, Florida. Copying everybody pretty well. I had a good day today. Had lunch with Tom and Don, TAB and OQM. And we've corrected all the problems in the world, and we moved on, and rain let up a little bit today, so that's good. And just want to say thanks to Alan for doing the pre-net. But like I said, everybody's coming in pretty good, so keep up the good job, Stan, and I'll turn it back over to you. W4AMI, WB4KKJ, Pace, Florida.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good signal. Wow, really blasting through up here tonight, Craig. Good to hear you. Next up is the voice of Villa Rica, WA4KM. Your transmission, Kevin. How you doing, bud?
Hey, good evening, Stan. W4AMI. This is WA4KM in Villa Rica, the city of gold over here in West Georgia. I just wanted to check in here, Stan. So I was late for the pre-net. We were out doing a ride for the Southern Cruisers and the Christians Association. But I did get in here and make the net, so I'm not late technically, I guess. But anyway, Stan, you're doing a fabulous job, and I'm copying everybody really well this evening. And that's about it from Villa Rica, Stan. You're doing a great job as always, and you and Alan both. So no more traffic from Villa Rica. W4AMI, this is WA4KM.
Hey, all right, Kevin. Hey, you're doing okay here. Sounds like that was a good day for you. Congrats. Good signal, and we'll catch up with you come Thursday. Let's see. Next up is Richard, W4WFL. Your transmission. This is the Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net, W4AMI. Go ahead, sir.
W4AMI. This is W4WFL, and good evening to everybody. And I'm
hearing everybody this evening. Conditions really good for my QTH here in Pensacola, Florida. And I'm just happy to be here this evening and enjoying the friendship and the great conditions. A far difference from what we were struggling through last summer. But anyway, I'm just really enjoying some of the road that's still around. So anyway, that's all I have to hear and contribute to the net. And I'd like to say thank God bless everybody and hope to hear y'all again this next week. So W4AMI, this is W4WFL in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay, Richard. Well, yeah, these conditions are a far cry from last summer. Absolutely. Thanks for calling in tonight. Norma, how are you tonight? W7IUC. This is W4AMI. W7IUC, Norm. Okay, I trust he may have signed for the night. Tim, AL70E, AL0E, I'll get it, boy. Good evening and welcome, W4AMI. How are you tonight?
Yeah, good evening, W4AMI, and the good group. This is AL0F. Yeah, it's Alpha Lima Zero Foxtrot, AL0F. It gets a little confusing. I'm not from Zero Land, I'm from Alaska, and they, all 2x1s, all Alaska cars have an L in the prefix, so they ran out of AL7s and KL7s, 2x1s, 1x2s, so they started a new call for us, and I got the 5th one or 6th one or whatever. But it's Alpha Lima Zero Foxtrot, it's not a vanity call. Anyway, getting a little rain here tonight. That's kind of nice. We need it. And been kind of a rosy day. I'm on the Ranger, running QRO, listening on a 75A4 and DL4 mic. And that's the story here. Got a dipole up in the air here, about 50 feet, I guess. That's what's going on here. The band's getting better by the minute. Everybody sounds real good. So, and hi to Manuel and hi to John down there in Pensacola. And I'll get it on around here. Thanks for being here. 7 3 everybody. W4AMI, this is AL0F in the group.
Okay, AL0F, got it now, Tim. Thank you. Tim, where are you located, over?
I'm in the beautiful city of Opp, Alabama.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Good signal over here in South Carolina tonight. Welcome. Come on back here every Tuesday night, and the Mullets are on Thursday nights, and the Eagles are on Monday nights. So there's enough activity hereabouts. Take care. We shall see you again. Let's see. Next station up is, and this is I'm getting down to the end of the list, and this is the station I was having trouble with. It's November something 5, I think, Tango X-Ray. Go ahead. Straighten me out here, W4AMI. Okay, didn't hear him. So I'll go back up. We missed a couple of folks earlier, but so let's go back and pick up a couple of gents that were away from the rigs when we called them the first time. First is Tom, W4UOC. Tom, are you back?
I don't know if it goes this way for Elon Musk. You understand?
No, he's not there, so he's signed for the night. Norm, W7IUC, go ahead.
You understand? I don't think they ordered
Okay, don't hear Norm. He is signed for the night. So, before we shut down, we'll take a final standby. This again is the Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net, W4AMI listening. Okay, didn't hear anybody. So we're going to wrap it up at this point. Want to thank everybody for participating, and for the stations in the Northeast that were kind enough to stand by. We appreciate your patience, gents, and the frequency is yours. Carry on. This is the Southeastern AM Radio Club Swap and Fellowship Net. See you all next Tuesday. This is W4AMI. Good night.
Great job, Stan. I enjoyed it. I did it good.